And good morning, good evening, good afternoon, students and traders all around the world. This is Fxpassion broadcasting you live on TradingView. And this was Liquid Chill from Senpai John. No, what it says, let me see. No copyright music, right? We don't want to do any harm. Everybody, this is Forex Traders Course 101. What we are trying to do here, we are trying to build the 3 pillars of a beginner trader. Oh, Israel, long time no see. How are you? What we're trying to do, we're trying to build the 3 pillars of a beginner trader, everybody. Pillar number 1 is the strategy and or system. Pillar number 2 is the risk management. We're trying to understand how risk management applies to strategy and or systems. And the big one, we are trying to learn something about psychology and how psychology affects our risk management decisions and our strategy and or system decisions. And we're trying to do this with all these modules here, right? Basic module, beginner module, intermediate module, advanced module. And remember, 90% of traders lose money in the Forex market worldwide. Risk disclaimer, the webinars are not trading or investment advice. The webinars are for educational purposes only. Either way, don't trade with money you cannot afford to lose. For questions or homeworks, TradingView house rules apply. You can contact me in private chat, or you have the Gmail contact below the streaming. And never forget, having two skills is better than one. Having 3 skills is better than 2 skills. Is something that we learn, especially in times of uncertainty, and trading is a learnable skill. That being said, everybody, please type in the chat a currency pair that you want to check and analyze. Today's lesson 33, how to use candlestick formations in equity management. So we're going to talk about risk reward ratios and everything. Okay, first comes, first is served. So type in the type in the chat a currency pair that, and we're going to do a complete analysis, right? We're going to go on the monthly, then we're going to go on the weekly, then we're going to go on the daily, and then we're going to go to the 4-hour chart, and then we are going to talk about trading. Okay, do you have any particular currency pair, everybody? And I have a 20 seconds delay on the chat. So when you type something in the chat, everybody, it needs 20 seconds for me to visualize. In the meantime, alarms, let me see, active, super trend, GBP, CHF triggered, AUD cat triggered. So let's go back one more time. There you go. Thank you very much, AUD cat, one more time, right? Okay, so let's go on AUD cat, right? AUD cat, and we're going to do a complete analysis. Okay, AUD cat, remove drawings, AUD cat, remove drawings, AUD cat, remove drawings, AUD cat, remove drawings. So starting from the monthly chart, this is the monthly chart, everybody. So, and we're talking about trading, right? We're going to enter the market. Talking about the monthly chart, this would be the upper band, this would be the lower band, right? So what is the general direction of the market? Long or short? Forex traders, this is the specific of the Forex market. Should we be looking to go long on AUD CAD, or should we be looking to go short on AUD CAD? If this is your first time, everybody, please go back to the streaming page and watch the video starting from lesson number 1, what is market structure? Israel short, okay, very good. So the long term is short. Now we are going to draw what it's called market structure. So we're going to draw extension, retracement, extension, retracement, extension, retracement, right? extension retracement, extension retracement, extension retracement. And what else can we do? We didn't learn yet about the pivot, the Fibonacci's, and we are going to drawings. Okay, very good. And talking, but we learned about pivot points, right? So somewhere in here, this would be a pivot point. Let's make it red and line and like this. And then we have here another pivot point, 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 right? Okay, so this is what anything. Let me see if we have another, not in the short run. So we're going to talk about trading in a few seconds, maybe something like this. Okay, now, and what else can we do from the monthly chart, right? And we talked about timing yesterday, everybody. We talked about when is the right time to enter the market, right? We had a class yesterday. So here is the question from the monthly standpoint, right? From the monthly standpoint, come on, trading view, right? Is now the right time to enter? What would you say? Is now the right time to enter? Going short on AUD CAD right now, monthly chart. You can say yes. You can say no. You can say also, I don't know, right? If you're a beginner trader, you have no clue about how this market works. You can say, I have no idea, nothing wrong, right? Is now the right time to enter? Okay, very good. Israel, where is your stop loss and where is your take profit? If you short the market right now on the monthly chart, where is your stop loss and where is your take profit? And talking about the short-term trend, everybody, we talked about this yesterday, right? Low to high, high to low, low to high, and we're going to change the color of this one, orange, right? Is now the right time to enter the market? And if yes, where is the above the last high stop loss? Okay, stop loss above the last high. Okay, what about the take profit? If you short the market right now, what about the take profit? And do we or don't we have a challenge here? What is the challenge? Do we have a challenge here? And this is timing, everybody. It goes all the same. It applies on all time frames. Don't make the mistake if this is the monthly chart. It applies to all time frames, right? If you enter right now, okay, is it now the right time to enter? Israel says yes. Stop loss above the last high. What about the take profit? Right? What about the take profit? So we are entering here, and let's color code this in green. Green, right? This is Israel's entry. Okay, what about take profit? And remember, everybody, I have a 20 seconds delay on the chat. Israel, where is the take profit going to go? And the lesson today is how to use candlestick formations and 2 times the risk. Well, in theory, right? In theory, this would be, of course, it's 2 times of risk, right? So why do beginner traders know this stuff, right? And why do intermediate traders know this stuff and still not making it? What's the challenge here? everybody? So from the monthly standpoint, this entry, this trade, it's easy, right? Well, just go short and put the stop loss above up in here. Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. And just go for 1 to 2, right? Nothing wrong. Why do we lose then? Why aren't we making any money on a demo account first? What do you think? And here we have a circle. If TradingView is going to work, here we have a circle, and this is our challenge right now, right? We entered shorting the market. The general bias is down, yes sir. We entered the market right now, right? And look at the orange line. Did we enter with the short-term trend, or did we enter against the short-term trend? There is no right or wrong. Don't be shy. Okay, there is no right or wrong. Monthly pivot is support. Hello, Zuelius, how are you? Not a problem. You know, monthly pivot point support. Well, yes, but also still we didn't make a low against. Very good. So what does this mean to a beginner trader or an intermediate trader still struggling with this stuff? You know, so we entered against the short-term trend. What does this mean? Does this mean that the market is going to go up and we are going to lose? Or does this mean that the market is going to push down, maybe make a lower low to a pivot point and then start retracing? What does this mean? Which one is the option? Or do you think, everybody, that the market is just going to fall like this and then you are going to make profits? Which one is going to happen? Scenario number 1, scenario number 2, or scenario number 3? Against. Why would you enter against the trend then? Right? We talked about this yesterday. This is an entry, yes sir. We have a stop loss in place, yes sir. But this is the easy part. You know, this is the easy part. Making money, everybody. You don't understand this, yes, but making money from the market has nothing to do with the entry. Oh, this must not be possible. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. If you don't believe me, find in your neighborhood a professional trader, you know, whatever, crypto, stocks, Forex, whatever. Find a professional trader and ask him what makes the money. Is the entry or something else that I'm not going to give you the answer right now? You're going to receive the answer at the end of the class. Israel number 3, for sure not. So the market is not going to fall. Well, here is the question. If we as beginner traders or we as intermediate traders, if we are expecting a pullback, if we are expecting a retracement, is now the right time to enter? Come on, everybody, this is an easy question. If we as beginner traders, some of us are intermediate, some of us are advanced, right? If we are expecting a pullback from the monthly or the weekly or the daily or the 2-hour chart, right? If we are expecting a retracement to come, is now the right time to enter? No, congratulations to you. You got it, Israel. No. Everybody, what is the lesson today? Entering the market, the entry with the stop loss, this is the easy part, right? Maybe not a 6-year-old child, but a 12-year teenager can do this. He can click a mouse, he or she, right? A 12-year teenager, 14-year teenager can short the market right now and can put the stop loss up in here as a professional trader. Does this mean that 12-year teenager is going to make money? Entries, you know, when we learned the techniques, when we learned how this market works, you know, when we learned the different tools that we are using, like structure, counter, trend line, the market wave, you know, when we learn and understand about pivot point, support, resistance, when we know how to enter the market, a super trend has changed direction. Thank you very much. We're going to check later. So we need to, and again, you know, you can accept what we are teaching you. You can reject too, not a problem, right? But I'm telling you, entering the market and having a stop loss, this is the easiest part. This is the easy part, right? But still 90% of traders lose money in the Forex market worldwide. Why is that? Right? Because this is a part of the skill. Yes, that's true. But we need to learn many things more. And timing is one of them. So is now the right time to enter? No, it's not. Right? So what are we going to do? And so here is the next question. And if this candle just falls from this pivot point to this pivot point, right, then what? Did we miss the entry? Right? Should we be angry with Fxpassion? He told us, no, it's not the right time to enter. Right? What is going to be the process? So let's talk about psychology, everybody. Remember what I'm telling you here? Number three pillars of a beginner trader. Number 3, psychology. So let's talk about psychology. You know that we are expecting a pullback. The market didn't make a lower low. We entered shorting the market, or maybe we didn't, right? So we are not going to enter against the market. And from the monthly chart, the market just falls like this, from one pivot point to another pivot point. What are you going to think? Are you going to be sad, right? Are you going to be sad that you didn't take the opportunity? Are you going to be okay and still believe that it was not the right time to enter, right? Are you going to be angry with Fxpassion? He told you not to enter, right? What are you going to do? What are you going to think? And how do we as beginner traders, how do we as intermediate traders, advanced maybe not, advanced understand this. How are we going to think as beginner traders or as intermediate traders? We will think, oh my God, I lost the opportunity, you know, I should have entered. True or not true? How many of you, everybody, can relate to this? True or not true? This was me back in time, 15 years ago for sure. I was studying the market and my mentor would tell me, no, now it's not the right time to enter. And the market would fall, make a lower low, and I would be angry with my mentor. Oh my God, you know, the market was falling and I should have entered, right? True or not true? Advanced traders, we are not feeling like this anymore. We are clear about what is going to happen next and what is at stake. But beginner traders and intermediate traders, we still struggle with our awareness. How many of you, everybody, would be maybe not angry, but you would at least think, man, you know, I lost the opportunity to make these pips and money, you know. True or not true? Not true. Well, this was me back in time, you know. So, and when this happens, everybody, right? If you don't follow the concepts and the rules, and this happens, remember, this can happen on the 1 hour chart, 2 hour chart, 4 hour chart, daily chart. And when this happens, right, it was not the right time to enter, you know, you got angry because the market pushed down 500 pips, whatever, and then the market starts to retrace. What are you going to do? The market moved, you want to make money, what are you going to do? Are you going to go short? Are you going to go long? Or, and let's say that the market on the smaller time frame, right? Maybe not the monthly, but on the smaller time frame makes something like this. Would you, and let's be honest here, would you enter or not? Right? Would you enter or not? If you are smart, everybody, you are going to learn today one of the secrets why 90% of people lose money at this job. If you are smart, it's in the class, it's in here, you are staring at it. This is one of the small secrets why 90% of people are losing money in this market. If you are smart, if you are not smart, hopefully you are going to understand. So Israel says, well, I would be waiting for the counter trend line break and go short, right? So let's say that you short the market and the market comes to the pivot point again, right? And then start to make higher highs, higher lows. What are you going to do? Happens all the time. See how the story goes, everybody? You analyze the chart, could be the monthly, weekly, daily, 1 hour, 2 hour, 15-minute chart. You know, talking about candlestick formations and timing, you know that it's not the right time to enter because we are going against the short-term trend and the market didn't make a lower low, and then the market would fall. You know, you would get angry or greedy, or you would think that, oh my gosh, I lost the opportunity to make some money, when in reality it's not the right time to enter. And then the market is going to play around with you. It's going to make, on the smaller time frame, 2 higher highs, 2 higher lows, and it's going to break another counter trend line break, and it's going to give you the generous market is going to give you another opportunity to enter, right? And then you are going to enter when it's not the right time to enter, and the market goes against you on the smaller time frame. What are you going to do? Is there any chance of impulse? King, if you would be so kind and be more specific, what do you mean by impulse? Will gold and oil prices be affected by AUD CAD? I have no clue, most likely not. But AUD pairs are affected by oil. I mean gold, and Canada is affected by oil. Okay, not always, it's not a guarantee, it's not 100% of the time. Put the stop above the next lower high. Please explain the correlation. What correlation, King Superstar? Would you be more specific? Of stocks and currencies. This is a Forex trader course, King Superstar. No stocks in here. Okay, we are learning about psychology today, everybody. So one more time, you would enter here. The market gave you the opportunity, and it's making higher highs, higher lows. Maybe you are still in the money, right? What are you going to do? Maybe something like this. Here is the question. Are you going to get out of the trade, yes or no? How many of you would get in the trade? This was me 15 years ago for sure. Or I would get in here too. I knew that it was not the right time to enter, and when the market would make higher highs, higher lows, or some indicator would turn red instead of green or green instead of red, I would close the trade, right? Because I don't want to lose the money. True or not true? Everybody? Most of you are trading like this right now, right? Maybe you are on the 15-minute chart, maybe you are on the 1-hour chart, maybe you are on the 4-hour chart. Most of you find great entries, have your stop loss in place, which is okay, but you are entering when it's not the right time to enter, right? And the market gives you a few pips and then starts to go against you. And you know it was not the right time to enter. Why not? Because we entered against the short-term trend. And when the market starts to go against you, what are you going to do? And here is the psychology part. You knew that you are going against the short-term trend. Most of you are trading like this right now. Oh, Passion, how do you know? You are so smart. I'm not smart. I've been there 15 years ago. I did all of this. And more. And more. True. Right? And here is the answer. Why 90% of people lose money in this market? So if I close the trade right now, is this okay or is this not okay? What do you think, everybody? What do you think, Israel? What do you think, King? What do you think, Ashori? If I close the trade right now, is this okay or is this not okay? And believe it or not, has nothing to do with the market and all to do with psychology. How it cannot do with the market? Look what the market is doing, you know, it's making higher highs, higher lows. Why should I not close my trade? I mean, the market is clearly going against me. And if I wait, my profitable trade is going to become a losing trade, right? How many of you are thinking like this still today, after 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years? This is the lesson, everybody. If you are smart, you are going to understand why you are not making it. True, but not okay. Then why are you doing this? And I did this too, right? We are all the same as beginner traders in this phase. We are all the same, everybody, right? So is anybody in here who thinks that it's okay to close the trade like in here? One more time, right? Not to make it too difficult. So this was our entry, the green one. This was our stop loss. And if I risk €1, 1%, $1, 1 Bitcoin, 1 Tesla, whatever, I want to make, as a trader, professionals too. If I'm risking 1, I want to make 2, right? If I'm not a scalper, if I'm a day trader or swing trader, if I'm risking 1, I want to make 2, right? This is the plan. So I enter the market. This is my stop loss. My stop loss is up in here, right? And it's okay, nothing wrong. But I entered somewhere that I should not have entered. And the market does this. And then the market does this, right? And I'm closing the trading here. Here is the question one more time. Is this okay, everybody, or is this not okay? Israel is saying, well, this is not okay. Is anybody in here who thinks that this is okay? This is the mentality of a beginner trader and of many intermediate traders, maybe not advanced. Advanced traders are clear about this. but beginner traders and many intermediate traders, meaning they have a lot of technical knowledge already, we still think, well, the market's going against me, I need to close the trade. And I'm going to close the trade exactly because I knew I should not have entered, but I want the thrill, right? Just in case, let's try to do something. Let's try to make some pips, right? And now the market's going against me and I'm closing the trade. And here is the question, is this okay? This kind of thinking and this kind of feeling, is this okay or is this not okay? Israel says not okay. Is anybody in here that thinks that no, this is totally normal, right? It's okay. Later, thank you very much. Back in time, 15 years ago, I was thinking this is normal. This is how professional traders trade. The market is going against me. I should close the trade, but especially I don't want to lose the money. And I want to be right. Does this go for trading crypto? We have, Leon, we have a crypto session next. Oh, let me check the schedule. We are going to have a crypto session on next Wednesday, Leon, okay? On next Wednesday, we have a class on crypto. So everybody who in here thinks that this is okay? And here is the next question. Israel, you are right. You're correct. This is not okay. Why not? What time it's going to be? Leon, I'm going to tell you in Brazilian time. Check your Google from where you are. So it's going to be, the New York session is going to be at 11 Brazilian time, and the Asian session is going to be at 8 p.m. Brazilian time. Okay, Leon? Israel, why is this not okay? Why it's wrong for us? I entered where I should have not, you know, and I'm closing the trade. Why is this wrong? This is the lesson, everybody. You are going to understand why 90% of beginner traders, even though they have some profits, intermediate traders, they have some profits, they make some profits, but they are still losing after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. And you are staring at it. Thank you, Leon. So Israel, why, or everybody else for what matters, why do you think it's a bad thing to do this one? It's not correct. And some of you are screaming at me, how can this not be correct? The market is going against me. And my Ichimoku system is telling me to get out, right? And my super trend indicator and the Fibonacci and the Bollinger Bands and the stochastic RSI and the MACD are telling me to get out. How can this possibly be wrong? And I'm telling you, everybody, this is one of the many small secrets why beginner traders, why intermediate traders, advanced maybe not anymore, but beginner traders, intermediate traders for sure, are still not making it in the Forex market. It must retrace and we are now in a downtrend. No, this is not the reason. This is not the reason. Anybody? Why is this wrong? And it has nothing to do with charts and all to do with psychology. Okay, let's move, right? Let's move. Oh, Passion, come on, tell us an answer, you know, tell us the answer. So if this is the plan, right? And so this was the plan. And I performed as a performance, I performed this one. What am I doing as a trader? This is the stop loss. Up in here, this is the risk. This is the profit. Let's change colors, right? The green are the profit, right? So this is the risk, and let's make it red too. So this is the risk, this is the profit. I entered here, right? And I risked €1, $1, $1 Bitcoin, 1 Tesla, whatever, you know, 1 Alibaba, you know, 1%, 2%, whatever. You know, this was the plan, but the plan was turned out to be this one, you know. I mean, this was the plan, this was the result. What is wrong with this one? This is the answer why 90% of beginner traders and intermediate traders too lose money in this market. They're still not making it. They're in the market 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and they're still not making it. What's the problem here? And it's all about psychology, nothing to do with the chart. And somebody would say, well, not a problem, right? I end in profit. Okay, so next one, right? And this is risk, right? Bloquear. So clone in here. So this is the risk, right? And somebody would say, well, nothing wrong. I made $2, right? I made 0.5%. I was risking 1% and I made 0.5%. Somebody would say, well, I risked 1 Bitcoin, 1 Ethereum, €1, $1, and I made 20 cents on it or something, right? Nothing's wrong, right? Who in here thinks like this? I was thinking like this for sure back in time, right? And apparently, and this is about perception, apparently nothing's wrong, right? So let's use a number, everybody. Okay, let's use a number. Let's use a number 100. So risk, okay, risk equals to $100 / euro / Bitcoin / Tesla / whatever. Okay, this is the risk, 100, right? And we made what? We made, what was this? 20%, right? So profit equals to 20, right? $20, right? $20, euro, Bitcoin, Tesla, you know, whatever, right? So I entered where I should have not entered. I knew this. This is the psychology part. I knew that I should have not entered, right? And I entered, and the market went down in my favor, right? And then the market went against me here. So I was in profit, right? And then the market went against me, and I closed the trade, right? And we are telling you this is bad. And you are telling us, no, it's not bad. How can this be bad? I made 20, whatever. Yes, but this was right now. And next one, right? You find another similar opportunity, right? You put 100, whatever, stop loss, and you are doing the same thing again. Why? Because you are in a habit of doing this. And you won again, right? So, well, I mean, this is fun, right? I'm going to make money. I'm going to be a professional trader. But unfortunately, you can do this 8 times. But unfortunately, just one trade from your start, from your entry, just one is not going to go your way, is going to go against you. And because we don't want to be wrong, it's going to reverse, and the market's going to reverse, and the market is going to reverse, and the market is going to hit our stop loss. And this is the lesson today, equity management, how to manage our equity with candles and everything, right? So if I won 1, 2, 3, 4, and I lost 1, where is the money? Where is the money, everybody? This is one of the tiny small secrets, just one of them, why 90% of people all around the world, and it's normal, are losing at this game, for the lack of a better word, this profession. So here is the question, beginner traders and advanced traders. If you are risking more than you are making, can you not make money because it's one trade after another? Can you live from the market? Right? This is the question. If you're risking more than you are making, can you live for? Numbers don't lie, everybody. Numbers don't lie. If you are risking more than you are making, can you not make a profit? You can make a profit time to time, but 90% of beginner traders and intermediate traders are not making it. Why not? Because, and this was me back in time, we are in a habit of risking more, and we are in a habit of taking small profits. Do you have a video on YouTube or just TradingView? I have some catching up to do. I have go on my, thank for the question, go on my profile, Leon. There you can find the video channel, YouTube channel, but it's from a student, okay? I don't know if everything is up. No, you cannot. I'm finding this out the hard way, but we track on. You can't. Exactly. And it has to do with psychology, everybody. Absolutely can't live from the market. So beginner traders and intermediate traders, check your demo accounts. Hopefully you're on a demo account, and check the numbers of your winners and check the numbers of your losers. How this, so let's put some numbers, right? So if your account looks like, just an example, right? Example, $1,000 account. Example, okay, so bad trading habits, okay, taking small profits. How would the account look like? It would be +7, +8, +12, +16, +3, +0.25, and then it would go -68, and they would go +5, +19, +22, +0.97, +1, +3, and then would go again -66. This is an account, and it's normal, everybody. We are not judging anybody. Okay? We are not judging you. We are trying to teach you that this behavior, it's normal. It's part of our programming. But we are trying also to clarify to you that this has nothing to do with charts and all to do with psychology. You are looking at my account. I'm looking on everybody's account. Most of beginner traders in here and intermediate are like this. Why? Because this is how we are programmed. Don't lose money. Don't lose money. God's sake, don't lose money. But I'm telling you, everybody, this is psychology, has nothing to do with charts. You are looking at the chart like this. You are looking at the chart. You are analyzing the chart. This is the easy stuff. You are entering the market, having fun. you have confidence, you know that you should have not entered, it's premature, you know, whatever, and you say, oh, you know, what the heck, I'm going to put my stop loss up in here, and you are in profit for a few seconds or a few minutes or for a few hours, swing traders, and once the market goes against you, then what? You should have stayed in the trade, but the market is going against me. It's a paradigm shift, everybody. You can tell me anything and everything. I'm going to always ask you the same thing. And this is what the manager in an investment bank or in a hedge fund or in a brokerage house who are trading is going to ask you the same. Can you live from the, not make money occasionally, but can you live from the market risking more than making? Scalpers are excluded. Scalpers scalp 1 for 1, but anything else above, day traders, intraday traders, short-term swing traders, long-term swing traders, position traders, we are in here. And this is how the account looks like. Newsflash for you, everybody. Oh, I'm going to study more. I'm going to work hard more. It's not about the charts. If you want to, Lem, thank you for being honest. If this is you, everybody, you need to work hard, yes, on your psychology. The psychology part of a trader, it's responsible for this. Make sense? The chart is not doing this. The candlestick formations are not doing this. We are producing this. We are clicking the mouse. A professional trader would not close. So what's the difference? And we are talking about a skill, something that you can learn, you know. Number one, a professional trader would never enter in here, in this example, you know. So if you are expecting a potential pullback, if you're expecting a retracement, you know, the market didn't make a lower low, we are in here, and if you enter in here, you are going against the short-term trend. A professional trader would never enter here. And number two, if for any reason an advanced trader, still making mistakes though, and mistakes are part of the game, you know, would enter in here, he or she would never close the trade. Make sense? Oh, but the market, see what is your subconscious mind is telling you right now. But the market is going against us. Your subconscious mind, you know, consciously you know that you should not be risking more than you are making, but your subconscious mind telling you, but the market goes against us, it's going against us. We are going to lose money. Well, aren't you losing money in here? Look at the numbers. Numbers don't lie. You know, tell your subconscious mind, you know, tell your homeostasis, for the one who understands what is homeostasis, tell your subconscious mind when she's screaming at you, we are going to lose money. Well, look at your account. How are you making money, everybody? What about now, huh? If you are smart, everybody, watch this webinar 2 or 3 times, download it, whatever, and don't you ever risk more than you make. Yeah, we have different techniques, you know, we are teaching you about the timing, stop loss, but those are advanced techniques. For a beginner trader and in an intermediate trader, meaning you've been trading for 1 year, maybe 2 years, don't do this. This is your account, and you cannot live from the market like this. 2 questions. Number 1, can you understand this? Is this understandable? And the second question is, do you have any questions about why are we doing this? How are we doing this? And show this video to your friends too. If you have a friend, everybody, that it's making, and this is his or her account, you know, just tell them, watch the Fxpassion video on how to use candlestick formation and equity management, and show them and have a conversation. Passion, how do we deal with the lack of trust that we will be a professional? Lucas, can you be more specific with the question? What do you mean, how do we deal with the lack of trust? And I'm sorry, guys, there is a car coming in front of my house here. We are still in our home office. You know, we have the car selling stuff here. So, Lucas, can you be more specific? How do we deal with the lack of trust that we will be professional? And what's the time? We have 9 more minutes, everybody. 9 more minutes, right? So it's not the right time to enter. You should not have entered. And if you are in the trade, stay in the trade, right? I'm just happy I found you in my first 2 weeks of starting. You, the guy, I can feel it. Thank you very much. Please go back on the streaming page on my profile, or go to the YouTube channel and start to watch all the lesson, starting from lesson number 1. Okay. Now, the last conversation with our subconscious mind, right? And here is the logic behind, everybody. Some of you are still not clear. Let me see. Okay, some of you, and this was me back in time, I'm not judging anybody, we're all the same. I'm going to say some of us, right? So some of us are still, even though we are trying to get some new knowledge, but when we trade, we are still encounter resistance. What does this mean? This means that even though I watch this webinar, even though I should not have done this, even though the market is making higher highs, higher lows, even though I know that I should not close the trade because I'm risking more than I'm making, my subconscious mind is still going to scream at me, the market is going against us, we are losing money, thank you very much, our profitable trade is going to be a loser, you know? So here is the question, stay in the trade. Why? Because the pattern is still there. Beginner traders and intermediate traders, advanced traders, most of them are not doing this anymore. But the beginner trader and the intermediate trader, you know, still struggle. Remember that the pattern, you know, and the stop loss goes on the pattern. This is what makes the money, not the short-term oscillation price movement of the market. Okay, just let me finish, Lucas. In other words, if you have double tops like this, and you short the market, in here, and the market does lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and it makes higher high, higher low, and you get out of the market in here, everybody. If you get out of the market in here, so this was your entry, you entered here, the green one, let's change the color, the green one, you know, the pattern was the double tops. Just an example of the pattern, could be anything, right? And you would get out of the trade on the pattern in here, and if you would trade in an institution, they would call you in the office. And this was me back in time, and they would tell you, Passion, what the hell did you do? And I would say, what's wrong? Why did you exit the trade? And I would say, well, boss, but the market reversed. What do you mean by the market reversed? Well, the downtrend changed to an uptrend. And the boss would say, so what? And I would say, well, I don't know, right? The downtrend changed to an uptrend, and the boss saying, so what? And I would say, well, I don't know. Shouldn't I close the trade? What's the answer? What's the answer? This is the risk on the pattern, right? I was risking one. I was supposed to make two. What did I do? This is why a manager in an institution is going to tell you, oh, you're going to tell him or her, well, the short-term trend just changed from the uptrend to downtrend to an uptrend. And he or she is going to tell you, so what? And you are going to stare at them and like, well, what is happening here? Isn't this the correct move? See, everybody, this is the game. If you do this still, you are risking more than you are making. Stay in the trade. Oh, but the market is going against me. The pattern, in this example, double tops, is still valid. Okay? When you are going to struggle, everybody, and you are going to struggle, just repeat yourself. This is the skill, emotional intelligence. The pattern is still there. The pattern is still there. The pattern is still there. Your manager is never going to yell at you if you are going to enter here according to the rules, and you are going to wait, and if you are going to be stopped out, the manager is never going to yell at you if you do this. But for sure is going to be angry with you if you are taking small profits and have big losers. Lucas, I mean the fear of not becoming a professional, becoming stagnant, because we can feel that we are not able subconsciously to be a professional. This is why we are offering you, everybody, we are offering you here, we're trying to help you. Just give me a second. Lucas, this is why we're training you. If you want to learn how to trade a professional, the mindset and the heart set, ask for the Forex Trader course, to the advanced course. Guess how many people out of 100, everybody, is taking the advanced course? You have the numbers. 90% of traders lose money in the Forex market all over the world. How many of you are taking the advanced course to learn the mindset and the heart set? This stuff in here, everybody, is the basic stuff. This is for beginners to understand how the market works, to learn about risk management, a little bit about psychology, you know. But as Lucas and many of us, you know, passion, can I make money from the Forex course 101 that is for free? Yes, you can. Passion, can I make consistent profits from the Forex course 101 that is for free? I'm sorry, but no. Okay? This knowledge, it's not enough, everybody. You know, there are some exceptions, okay, but most of us, we are struggling for 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, and we need some different knowledge. And this is the mindset and the heart set. And we need to understand that professional traders do things differently. Okay, Lucas? Okay, everybody, our time is up. See you back next week. Until next week, stay strong and trade with passion. This is Fxpassion signing off.